Hello. You made it to the last of our Halloween episodes.
We have a seasonal classic from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a Halloween morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Halloween...
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, thank you for putting up with us on this massive drop of episodes for Halloween. But we realized that if we wanted to include the ones that we were really excited about, they weren't going to get here until a week or so before Halloween. So we kind of had to shoehorn a few things in,
through.
But we have no regrets. None at all.
And even this just arrived,
Yeah, this was one we didn't even think we were going to do on Halloween because I didn't even know about it until a couple of weeks ago when it had this surprise drop. Ooh, y'all. And, you know, at PAA, Douglas and Fran are sure good at giving us big, goofy smiles first thing in the morning when we check our emails because every once in a while, they will send over a little surprise, a little gift for us to look at on the show. And today's the day, everybody. What did we get?
All right. So,
we have not peeked in this yet, but
not.
I looked at the email, and this is a new lather brush from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And it is called the Cyclotrode X.
Okay, you get to unwrap it.
Yes. All right. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the brush other than the fact that it glows in the dark, y'all. And it's a 24 millimeter knot. But we did a little look-see into the name.
Right.
And Cyclotrode X is the new name of a movie called The Crimson Ghost that was done as a serial back in the 1940s. So a serial was like when you went to see Gone with the Wind, you would also see like 1/12 of another story, like a Buck Rogers or a Lone Ranger or a Superman. And so this story was told in 12 parts across 12 different visits to the cinema.
So that
it's
makes
on
you keep
YouTube.
coming back.
Yeah, you can find it. And then when it was brought onto TV in the 80s, it was renamed Cyclotrode X.
Hence this title, right?
Right. Now, if you're a Phoenix faithful, like we are, you know that the atomic theme runs rampant through the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements line. So the cool thing about Cyclotrode X is that is the name of the special device in this Scooby-Doo mystery of a movie that prevents an atomic attack.
And
so there's the atomic connection, right? Yeah, like my other shaving brush is the atomic rocket.
Right.
Maybe I should not put them next to each other in the cabinet. Maybe they'll cancel each other out, right? Okay, you open it.
You think? I think we decided this will belong on your side of the shelf.
I know. But
oh, it's definitely spooky. I'm glad I made it in time for
I
Halloween
love the boxes from PAA. I love the cube boxes. I love the lather brush boxes. And we've been in this for 4 months now, and I only have 4 lather brushes. I know only for the newbies.
But only one
that
from
is
Phoenix.
An amazing thing. And only one from PAA.
And I have one from Phoenix, so now we have a third for the household.
I'm excited. And I like
look at
the
the
smaller...
dude on top is sketchy too.
And my other knots are really big. I just started out getting big. But anyway, so these, the Shave Dad, Jerry Plessy, might remind you to start with a smaller knot. That way you can really see what you're doing in the lather bowl if you're a newbie. I'm excited to have a 24 millimeter knot with a big handle on it.
Do you want to open it? It's going to be yours. I feel like you should.
Ooh, I got the fluffy end. Let's see.
Hey. Well, let's see. Oh, there it is. That's a fun design.
Oh, Douglas and Fran, thank you so much. This is beautiful. Wow.
Oh, I wonder how long it takes to charge the glow-in-the-dark thing. Can we,
Hey, you can see it,
I see it.
Woo! Oh, this will be fun to use with clown fruit because they both glow in the dark.
Oh my gosh, right?
Wow.
And how does it feel? The grip feels good?
Yeah, it feels great. This is so cool. Y'all, thank you so much. And let's see. Oh, I like that it's not like a crazy strong backbone, but it's got some give to it like that.
Both of our brushes from them have a kind of that notch where your fingers go. So if your hands get wet or you get soap on your hands, it's not going to just fly out of your hand. That kind of is a nice sturdy effect to have.
Right. And hey, if the power ever goes out, I can still find my lather brush and my cube and my clown fruit. So
we're good to go.
This is awesome. There's a funny story about somebody being concerned because they walked into Ray Charles' hotel room and found him shaving in the dark.
Oh.
Well,
go by feel.
Yeah, this wouldn't have helped him. But by feel alone, I think he would have liked this. Wow, feel the bristles. They're even softer than my atomic rocket, I think.
So, yeah. Different.
Oh, I'm looking forward.
And they're a little like more brown, where the other ones you have, Kind of fun.
It's going
Mix
to be a
it up.
luxurious shave, and we will try it today
We
when we
will.
lather up this little stuff. So what are we looking at today? What do you know about it?
So we wanted to sneak this in for our last Halloween little fun here because it is sort of part of that festival of fun. And there you go. But we have, which we learned how to say this correctly since our last.
Yeah, Southern Witchcrafts, we owe you a giant apology. We were the hillbillies that kept saying Samhain.
Like we said it as it was written.
Sounds like an 80s actor in action
Right.
movies.
But
Starring Sam Hain.
We've even been practicing when we say the episode out loud to each other to say it correctly.
So it is spelled Samhain, but it's pronounced Shawshank.
No, it's
That's
not.
a little known fact. It's pronounced Samhain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm of the firm belief that if that's how they wanted it pronounced, then they spelled it wrong. But
They really
that's okay. Samhain.
So we
it sounds more
today
poetic,
have the
right?
Blue Samhain from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
Wow. And you know what? I gotta tell you, I was so curious at the set notes that I actually looked at a couple of
cheated.
people's, not descriptions or reviews, but just the brethren kind of talking about it on Facebook.
Right, what it reminds them of or something.
Man, this reminds different noses of all kinds of
Okay.
different things. I'm still not entirely sure about sandalwood, like what it really smells like when it's good. Like back in the day, I had some
Sandalwood.
shaving stuff that came in a gross tube that was sandalwood. But I don't
A little
think that's what
scarred
we're
from
talking
that,
about.
we think. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. Let's meet
Yes,
this.
please. All right, from the website. It's back, people. Ta-da! One of our most epic and memorable fall favorites, Blue Samhain. This stuff is just smooth, sensual, boozy, and downright masculine. Okay.
Wow, those are 4 words: smooth, sensual,
That's
boozy,
what
and
you get.
downright masculine. Love it. Unlike the Blue Samhain aftershave cologne, our matching soap doesn't contain any oak wood cubes. That would just be awkward. It does, however, in its place, contain oak wood absolute to provide the same aged oak barrel effect. And what an effect it is. That, and it's in our killer CK6 formula to boot.
Okay, so here's where Douglas is helping us figure out how to say this word correctly. So the word Samhain Samhain is derived from a compound of 2 ancient Gaelic words. Quote, Sam, which was an old word for samrad or summer, and Fuin, an ancient word for end, referring to the end of summer.
Samhain, end of summer.
Okay, so that's where the UIN business kind of...
Right. The Irish divided the year into 2 parts. Summer from the 1st of May until the 1st of November, and winter from the 1st of November to the 1st of May. Samhain marked the beginning of winter and was celebrated by one of the most important of all Irish festivals.
Samhain Eve, the night before the 1st of November, good thing we're posting that today on
Today.
Halloween, was special since the Celts believed that all entrances into the other world opened.
This meant the fairy folk and the other immortals might roam the earth as they pleased on this special night. Only the very brave ventured out of their homes on Samhain Eve for fear of meeting one of those supernatural beings.
Okay, well, that puts it in phase here. Oh, wow.
I love this, and I love the scent descriptions of what most of these artisans put on their pages. It just helps to paint a picture. It's like sitting down in a theater and looking at your program as to what you're about to see.
Right?
But
It's a
sometimes it
perfect
gives
finale,
you a hint,
though.
but
Yeah.
sometimes you have no idea. Are you ready for our last Halloween surprise?
I guess it's time.
A trick or treat. If you buy some stuff from Phoenix, this is how it comes. A set and
Set.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going to pass you this one.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
And y'all, we actually took a look at the box, so I'm not going to pretend to be surprised, but I am delighted because we got a holo label,
It's an
y'all.
important
You're one of
day.
the first 50. If you are one of the first 50, when a release is dropped, whether it's coming back for the season or if it's a brand new release, and you're one of the first 50, you got a holographic label. And sometimes Douglas redesigns them so they look a little different than the
fun.
normal label. So.
We win! Our second one that we got
Our second
in the
one.
mail.
And then the foamy paper. Let's see.
Let's see
This
here.
will give us a look at what the actual non-hollow label looks like, because that's usually the one on the aftershave.
Okay, all right. Here we go.
If you've never read the back of your aftershave box from Phoenix, read it. It's very cool.
Explains all the things.
I love the
Little
surprise
spacer.
popcorn inside the aftershave.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's got like a yellow
That
color
is kind
to
of what the normal label probably looks like.
it. Yeah, let's do perfect friends. Well, fraternal friends. They're not really twins.
Okay.
Oh man, this could be anything. I don't want the Halloween season
I'm
to end.
guessing there's some pumpkin because there's one on the cover, but that's all I got.
Some sandalwoods. Oh, there's cool stuff in here. All right, Valhalla. Here's to the end of Halloween, everybody. I like guessing what it's going to smell like based on your face. So
Really?
Yeah, you did the first one last time.
Okay, it's our last
I
official
know. Here we
spooky
go,
Halloween one
everybody.
here.
Woo!
Okay, ready?
The last Halloween whiff. That was it. Right there. What do you think?
Oh, it's
So,
definitely...
I already know she likes it. You can tell if you know my beloved, you can see it in the eyes. It's not what you were expecting, is it?
It is not, but I like that it's different, and it's not what I expected, but in a fun, different way.
Okay.
Because we do have something that has some pumpkin from them before.
Right.
But this is different.
Y'all, secret time. Phoenix has got me in a whirlwind. I used to think, like, when I got the beach and I'd heard somebody say copper tone, I kind of could piece together what it was going to smell like. But I have learned over our first season, you will never guess at some
Even
of
from
these.
the very specific stuff listed in the descriptions, still doesn't quite get you there.
Absolutely.
But gets close.
Sometimes the scent notes will get you there, and sometimes they just leave you lost.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't peek at them because I had no idea.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
And I'm delighted by that. I am delighted by that. I love it because it means there's an artist at work. All right, here we go.
Okay, see what Marcus says here. Right? Fun and different.
That is a country mile from what I was expecting, but I'm so glad I'm here.
I know. Well, and they have so many fun ones for the Halloween season. They are all different.
Holy.
I don't base it off of the one you smelt because they're not anything alike.
Whoa. Okay, y'all, just
Totally
right
different
off
picture.
the top. Boozy in the best of ways.
Just subtle enough.
Man, sometimes the boozy notes are hard to find for my nose, but you know what? Not only is it perfectly present, but it's delightful and delicious, and I'm not sure how they do
and
it.
I normally am not a big fan of that scent, but in this and the combo, it is wonderful.
Y'all, like my nose just got the same delight it gets when it smells Bailey's Irish Cream. Are you getting that?
Interesting.
That same little booziness
There's a
that
creamy
Bailey's leaves
side.
you with, right?
There's a creamy side to
I mean,
it.
this is only a small part of the soap.
Oh, for sure.
It's kind of like its parting gift is this booziness.
Yeah,
but we're
but-
going to start at the end today, folks.
If you're not a crazy pumpkin person, it's hidden in here really well. That you might not
Yeah.
be overwhelmed by the
Right,
pumpkin.
and it's not like a pumpkin spice.
Yeah, but it does have that creaminess with the
So this is real
booziness.
pumpkin. Okay, and then wow, and then still backing up. Okay, so the booziness, and then the oak is there, and then a creaminess, and then at the very beginning, this like sandalwood, but it is so pleasurable, it's almost gourmand.
Yes. And I think that's what I'm getting like lost in with the pumpkin, which is why it's not so pumpkin.
Yo, this would be like a favorite cocktail smell.
Totally. It's a good farewell to the
Wow.
kind of transition into just November, fall.
Right.
It really does fit that part of the season because some of the Halloween ones are sweeter and more like the fun pumpkin spicy side. This is definitely more the boozy, like end of the evening side.
Okay, you know what? Let's use our new brush first.
Yes, I'm
and
down with
build
that. We gotta break this
lather
in.
and see what this has to offer. Okay, you hold that.
It has the glowing.
I will
it
get.
does fit in my little hands pretty well too. I don't. Sometimes it's not as easy.
Well, I will fight you for it. Beautiful, and it goes into the intergalactic, indestructible, shatterproof travel scuttle
Wow,
from Phoenix
got it
Artisan
right.
Accoutrements. You're welcome.
And this one's a much more like whiter color. I think it's just fun because we just came from clown fruit where it's really yellow, but this is much more
Right,
that like
get a blue.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go.
how it has the brush feel. It's very light of a
It's
brush. I can hear how light
lovely
it
in
is.
my hand. I like this smaller knot. Mm-hmm. Oh, and we already
see what it wakes up here.
We already have a lather knocking at the door, looking
Oh,
for
man.
candy. Everybody, that's what this is.
I don't want to say it has a caramel vibe to it, but it could be.
Oh,
or
yes.
butterscotchy. There's something like that in there.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. Yes. That's.
Right?
I'm really glad you
I
said
think
that.
that's what we were trying to find out. and
That's
we didn't-
kind of like maybe a bass note that connects with
There's
the oak and
something.
brings it all together.
It's just enough of like I keep getting like a brown color, a savory
Yes,
sweet.
like a brown sugar,
Maybe that's
like
the
a-
bourbon. Like there's something in there.
Right. Oh, y'all.
Yeah. What's it waking up? Yeah.
Oh man, this is bourbon and cookies and cologne and sandalwood and all kinds of cool stuff
Right?
in here. Smell that.
It's a brighter scent here.
Yes, right, blue
Smell this one
brown.
now. And then go back to that. It's definitely brightened it up for
Yeah.
sure.
And
This is the savory, darker side.
Right. I'm
This
trying to define the sweet for you, y'all. So you know how I said like Malbouge had a little bit of that Halloween candy wrapper sweet to it? Get that out of your head. This is different. This is not a like candy kind of sweet. This is a sophisticated kind of sweet, y'all. Yeah. This is an earthy kind of sweet, you know?
Yeah.
And that makes sense that it's from like a festival,
Right.
because the things that they had that they would have been cooking with would have come right out of the ground. It would have been pumpkin. It would have been bourbon. It would have been those things, you know? Or
It's
whiskey,
funny,
at least.
in here, in my mind, I was picturing it being like a warm thing, like a nighttime you wanted like a warm drink.
Yeah.
But in there, it brightened it up, and now I feel like it's on ice. Like it just totally woke up. I don't know.
Wow.
You think?
Wow. Yeah. And for me, you know, my brain just showed me, I know I think old movies and show business a lot, but like Laurel and Hardy, right? Abbott and Costello. They wouldn't be the same if they had just tried to do it alone. And sometimes they did, and it didn't work, you know?
Right.
There is something about these minimal amount of scent notes
Right.
that are a Laurel and Hardy for me, that are
They
an
dance
Abbott and
well
Costello for
together.
me, because when they're together, you get them separately, like the bourbon, the oak, the cookie, the sugar. I get all of that separately, but when it's together, you guys, it's so much better than
like
it
it-
would have ever been apart.
Right. It like brings out the best in each side.
Absolutely. This is those amazing like teams of artists and talents that come together to do amazing things that end up having their own style and their own flavor. That is this.
Yeah.
Like I never thought these smells would go together like this, and I'm kind of not sure how I've never smelled something that didn't put them together before.
So what was the thing that was different? This has an oak absolute, and this has like more of the oak.
Right.
Right?
So one of them
Something?
this was aged in oak barrels.
Right. There it is.
And this has the oak absolute.
So I'm curious if we can smell it. I don't know. I just know that was the only one he looked at. You think?
Because I'm already excited to go on our walk tomorrow and wear
Here, I'll
this.
trade you. You're good at getting the
Because I'm good
sticky
at taking
off.
off the
I'm not so
sealed for
good.
your protection label.
Yeah.
There we
There
are.
we go. Okay. All right. Did we shake it? I think we did. But do you want to do your honors again? Give it a good
Y'all,
shake.
when we got into this world, the community gave us a heads up. The aftershaves at PAA are stellar. They have a fantastic balance. They have a fantastic intensity.
Yes.
And I'm delighted by that because it means there's value in it. And when I take this lid off, I'm hit over here.
Oh, really?
With how beautiful this is. And you know what I get? Buttery.
Oh, see, and I was getting like the butterscotch.
Butterscotch, y'all!
Maybe that's what it is. But it's a little. Either way, it smells wonderful.
Who's on first, everybody? This is that. Because this is not a butterscotch in it, but it's the things that are coming together, and you can smell them separately, 100%.
Right.
But you can smell them together.
Because smell it here. It is there, but it's not as prominent.
Right.
It's a little different.
Yes, this doesn't have the butterscotch.
It's a faint in the background. It's what hit you first, for sure. Okay, go ahead and bust that bad boy.
We came this close to being like, is that a little much to release on Halloween?
Right.
Shouldn't
Nope.
we just kind of scale back a little? I'm so happy we bought this one that I'm going to destroy my
Poor
toys.
Jack. We lost
I'm
Jack.
so happy we got this one. We
You
almost
didn't even put it on yet.
Oh, this is such the perfect
And we're having the
finale for
problem now
our
that
Halloween
our
season.
aftershaves, we're like, okay, some of these we're going to want to use all year. Are they going to last? Are they going to sell out before we get another? Like, what are we going to do?
Oh, Sarah.
Uh-oh, really? Ooh, wow. That is like a bourbon butterscotch wonderfulness right there. So
Little vanilla even.
Yeah, but like the liquid vanilla that's like dark that you cook with. It's more that type of vanilla.
Oh, y'all.
It's funny, I forget the smell of bourbon takes me back to my Grandma Vincent house because they would all play mahjong and the old ladies had their one bourbon. And now as soon as I smell it, I'm like,
One bourbon.
wow.
They would buy their liquor glasses in the vase department at Bloomingdale's.
Well,
I
as
don't know
they
if you can
got
say that's
older, they
one.
had to space it out, okay? But I didn't realize that that's what they were drinking. As an adult, I get it now, but that's funny.
My dad's drink was bourbon and water.
Oh,
so
see?
it's got
Then-
that little booziness
But
smell
it
to
flips
it.
back and forth, like you said, the Ellen Costello.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it has one side is the more sweet savory, the other side is the bourbon, and they just
This
kind of
is why I'm with her, ladies and gentlemen.
if you throw in some vanilla ice cream,
This is why I'm with her.
bomb.com.
That's why I'm with her. You know, they say in this famous comedy teams that the straight man got more money. With Abbott and Costello, Abbott got 60%. Costello got 40%.
Ouch.
Because funny guys were a dime a dozen, like me. We were just like Kleenex. But to have somebody be able to play straight, like George Burns against Gracie Allen, to get frustrated when she was being funny, That was the
That's
funny
what
part.
works.
So what I love is, y'all, the sweet is totally here, like that comedian. I mean,
it's there.
Sweet.
But
its partner, its partner is savory and spicy and dark and mysterious and delicious and Samhain.
Yeah.
And it's like the festival.
They just dance back and forth.
And
That
then
night eve switch.
And I can literally feel I'm going back and forth giving the comedy routine. Because once I'll smell the boozy and then I'll smell the more sweet and then I'll smell... Wow.
Okay, I'm going to put this on. You pull up the scent notes because we have way too much fun, number
Douglas, what did you do? I'm just still loving this. This scent notes. Now, let's be honest. I remember these because this went on sale like 8 days ago, right? So they are.
I didn't look though. So
And you know, y'all, if there's a scent note that scares the crap out of you, indulge in it in this shading community, because I guarantee you it's been some other fragrance somewhere that scared you off.
Right.
And when you smell it by what these artisans have done in the wet shading
art
world,
side of it for sure.
y'all, they fixed it, almost guaranteed. But put in the comments if I'm wrong. But so the only thing that made me a little apprehensive about this was I used to have a cream sort of thing that came in a tube that was sandalwood.
Right.
And it
for
was
shaving.
bad.
Meh.
And so when I saw this scent note that the very first thing was sandalwood, I was a little bit scared, but I thought, you know what? No, I'm taking my own advice and I'm going to trust that Douglas and Fran know how to fix sandalwood for me.
And they did.
Yo!
Clearly.
I'm going to get like a sandalwood t-shirt now, and I'm going to be
He
like
is
a
now a
giant fan. And then our second one.
Yeah, so we have sandalwood, then we have burnt sugar.
You said
We were
caramel.
right.
You said a dark
There we
caramel.
go.
You didn't even read the sentence.
No, I
but
didn't
did.
even. And then there's the bourbon. Okay. Pumpkin. And then oak barrel aged. And they are all friends, I tell you.
Yes. And y'all, it is that lovely sort of raw, subtle pumpkin smell that's in Atomic Pumpkin.
Yes.
Whoa.
But somehow in Atomic Pumpkin, it really goes much more on the sweeter side, the spicy side. This totally twists it in a
it's
whole
more
different
of the straight
way.
man for you, maybe?
Yeah, I would
Love
say so.
that. And you know what? Super sweet, but super masculine too.
Yeah,
That word
when
is
I first read masculine, I
absolutely
wasn't
right.
sure because he said boozy and downright masculine, but this for sure has it. Although I do kind of find how I would gravitate towards it, but I feel like on you, I'm going to enjoy it. Does that make sense? It does smell the more burnt sugar, sweeter side on me.
Yeah.
I do like that part pops out a little bit more.
Right. And then the last thing, oak barrel aged.
And we know Douglas and his oak barrels, they are not taken lightly.
He does the same thing with the Atomic Age
Yes.
Bay rum and a couple of things.
I have definitely learned to appreciate that.
All right, so let's talk just for a second, because in the commercial that PAA made for this, it's scary. It is scary.
And it's like a
let's
screaming
take a look.
pumpkin, you
Yeah.
know?
What is scary about Blue Samhain?
Interesting.
I love the booziness.
Yeah,
That's
I was
always
gonna say.
a little bit scary, you know, with this.
And it's just unpredictable.
Right.
Like you see a pumpkin and you kind of think pumpkin spice, sweet, whatever.
Right.
But this is totally twisted it upside down in a whole new side.
And there's a reason we have the expression party like it's 1999, because sometimes on important dates, people go a little bit crazy. So
Yeah.
if you only had 2 seasons,
Right?
summer and not summer, you might go a
switch
little
quick.
crazy the night before
Right?
those things change.
So the whole idea of Christmas Eve, right before November 1st, which is the day we are posting this, which is oddly fitting, there is that spooky hour where like people don't know if they should go out, and that's the whole point of trick-or-treating.
And my family ran a cemetery for a
Very
very,
true.
very long time. On full moons, crazy happens, yo. You could set your watch by it.
Which actually
That is-
last night was
Yes,
a full moon here.
that is not an urban legend, y'all. There is crazy stuff that goes down in cemeteries on a full moon, and I love that this invokes that
It
feeling
does,
of
that little off-kilter,
full harvest moon shining
check
down on
behind
you,
you
of like
kinda thing.
have a good time, have a drink, but look over your shoulder, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what this
like
has some mystery to it.
it does. Like you it's a new place, a new smell, but I feel like you're enjoying wherever you're at. But
Right.
that doesn't mean that you're comfortable chilling
Right.
there. You
Yes.
are peeking over your shoulder, maybe getting to know new people.
Right.
Or it's the whole idea of people get dressed up on Halloween. Like,
Yeah.
are they dressing up for their alter ego or are they being themselves?
So it's really easy. All you have to do is go over to Ireland, right? Get a little house, maybe in a field of clover. Then write to the government. Have them obliterate 2 of the seasons so we can go back to the old ways, you know, the original notions. And then, when it is just about to start getting cold outside. Gather up all your family and friends. Go outside, build a giant wicker man, and get So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Well, I've had my shave. And let's talk about this brush for just a second. Y'all, it is incredibly efficient. First of all, the lather just leapt onto the brush and then onto my face, but that's not my favorite part of this. My favorite part is the size, the proportions, how these little grooves feel in my hand, and the best part, I don't know how they made the end of these bristles so incredibly soft, but the only thing I can think of that I can relate it to is my Labrador Retriever growing up had a giant litter of puppies, and I was in middle school and I was in charge of the night shift. And sometimes I would just feel that little puppy fur against my face, and it was just the smoothest thing in the world. And that's what this feels like. So I'm a fan of this brush. I'm so excited. I won our Rochambeau contest, and I won it with Sarah. So yes, and on to this. Yo, I love that at the very, very last second of our Halloween season, we played Trick or Treat and we got a treat. This might even be up there with Cider House 5 for me as my favorite PAA scent of the season. Y'all, this is just an unexpected delight, and everything that I see that's boozy from now on will make me think of this, because it's just in the most delicious Halloween-y way with a little bit of butterscotch and Baileys and pumpkin and everything that's cool about tonight. So y'all, happy Halloween, and PAA, thanks for being so supportive of us and for making such awesome stuff. Welcome to Messages.
So you are lucky enough that you still have some time to go back to Hotel Cecil and Clown Fruit episodes and leave us a comment, and you just may be able to win one soap from each.
Yes, because when Douglas and Fran found out that we had already been set with our Hotel Cecil and our Clown Fruit, they both said, well, have a giveaway! Give them away! So check those two videos, be one of our subscribers, leave a comment, and we will let you know who our lucky winners are of a Clown Fruit and a Hotel Cecil. Compliments of the Barbershop Duet and
Phoenix
PAA.
Artisan Accoutrements.
Cider House 5, Clown Fruit, this. How are you supposed to use it? How are you supposed to have an F-word list with Phoenix right now at this time of year? I can't pick a favorite.
Full favorites.
I can't pick a favorite.
Like you gotta pick.
Just when I think I know what EDP I'm going to order next, something gets opened and I change my mind to this one. Y'all, thank you for being such amazing artisans over there at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements and this greater shaving world in general, putting so much care and love into these little soaps so that when we do take our own 5-10 minutes for ourselves during the day, someone else is out there knowing how important that time is, and that it's not just meant to be a lifetime of crappy sandalwood, that it is meant to be people who care and love about the things they do and how you feel about it.
It's been so fun in the comments on YouTube, bonding with people across the world, literally, over certain scents that they've smelt and it's new to us, and they get to relive as we get our first impressions. So fall to us has a whole new meaning now. I feel like we are complete fans of all these different scents that come out.
I love this world. When somebody from Scotland calls us and says, what did you think of this one?
Wow, you have smelt it. That's so cool.
Oh, we love this.
This
so
has clearly
everybody,
been too much fun.
Thank you for making our Halloween season so much fun, and you're only making us look that much more forward to Christmas.
Don't forget your next appointment, which is tomorrow, with the Barbershop Duet.
You will smell better. Just